Hi guys, it's Adam at Car Enhancements, and today we are fitting a Vudu oil catch can to our MK8.5 Fiesta ST. Stay tuned. So, simply put, the oil catch can is designed to capture any oil or contaminants that are running around the intake system and stop them getting bunged up in the intake manifold or other areas of the engine. Stops them gunking up and causing issues down the line. This is an absolutely stunning piece of kit. I know it's just a catch can, but oh my god, how amazing does that look? The quality of all the parts is absolutely stunning. Yeah, I mean, the benefit of the Vudu catch can over any other brand is that the Vudu part uses OEM style clips. So rather than a silicone hose that pushes on and Jubilee clips, this actually uses OEM clips that clip on as the OEM style do, which is obviously going to greatly benefit the fact that it's never going to come off, and it's designed to work. So we're going to go ahead and get it installed now, and yeah, stay tuned. So in the kit you receive the catch can itself, you receive two threaded insert points that screw into the cam. You receive the bracket to attach it to the vehicle, a little packet of screws to attach the catch can to the bracket, and as I mentioned, the two OEM style clips. Now these use the same clips that the car's already got on there, so they just push on. Let's crack on. So to begin, we're going to take these two parts, and you'll see that you get an O-ring which I've already inserted just there. And we're going to take one and screw it into the front. I'm going to take the other and screw it into the top. Now just make sure that these are as tight as you can get them. Don't use any grippers on them because you don't want to damage it or ruin it. But yeah, it's that as simple as that. So that part is now complete. Once you've screwed them in by hand, you're going to take a Allen key, which is a number 10. And if you just look inside, you'll see that it's got an Allen key fixing, which goes in there. And all you're going to do is just tighten them up nicely. You don't have to go absolutely ham on it. I wouldn't recommend using a gun or anything that's going to damage it. But yeah, just go in there just until you can feel that O-ring compress and it stops tilting anymore. Superb. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how the catch can mounts to the bracket. Now I'm not going to attach it yet because I want to put the mount on the car before I attach it, but just so you're aware. So what you're going to do, you'll see you've got 4 holes there that line up with 4 holes there. They line up lovely. And then you're going to take them screws and insert them. Now like I said to you, I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do that when it's on the car. So follow my steps, or you can do it that way, whichever you feel is easiest. So next up, you're going to come over to the engine mount on your driver's side, or if you're an overseas person, the passenger side. You'll see on the engine mount you've got 2 bolts next to each other, then you've got one further back, and you've also got one there. You're going to take an 18mm and you're going to take off this one here, which is the middle one, and you're also going to take off this one at the back. I'm going to show you now. So as you can now see, I've taken that one off and that one off. Okay, so next you're going to take your bracket, and you'll see that you've got these 2 holes here, and they are going to go over the 2 bolts that you've just removed. And then you've also got this here. Now watch what I'm going to do. So if you see, I slot that under the hose and then over them 2 brackets, and you'll notice that as I just pointed out, this hole here on the side goes to a threaded section on the side of the engine that isn't used. So what you're going to do is you'll also see that you've got another bolt in the kit, and all you're going to do is you're going to take that bolt and washer, you're going to insert it in this hole here, and we're going to thread it into the side of the engine block. And just be very gentle and be careful that you do not drop it. I will tell you, I've done that many of these and I've dropped so many of them that it's not worth trying to get it out. So I'm now going to tighten that up with an Allen key. So it's a number 8 Allen key, and all you're going to do, find a bit of leverage, and that's coming loose, muppet, and you're just going to fasten that up. Now I'm not going to fasten it all the way, I'm just going to fasten it about 80%. Now I think what I've just established is that we are going to be easier and have a lot more motion if we just lift this cool-up bottle out of the way. So it comes off of its tabs, and we're just going to move it out of the way. Right, so we've now moved the coolant bottle out of the way, and that's given us the leverage that we need. And all we're going to do now is continue threading this in here until it's tight. Right, so it does get a little bit tight towards the end, but just persevere, it does go all the way in. As you can see, that one is now in. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these two that we took off a moment ago, and we're just going to reinsert them all the way down. And you need to make sure that they are tight. So yeah, make sure they are very tight. Once you've put them two back on and that one, just check it's tight, which it is, good to go. So once the bracket's in place, you're going to bring the catch can back up as I mentioned earlier with the bracket, and you're going to put these 4 bolts in here. This is a number 3 Allen key. I have put the 1 in. I'm now going to go ahead and do the rest. Don't use a gun or anything too vigorous because these only go in a short way, so just be gentle. Lovely, so that's all 4 screws back in, and the can is now floating in place. As you can see, it's pretty solid. So for the next stage, we're going to remove the engine cover, which, I tell you the truth, I'd released that a moment ago, so you might just need to give that a quick pull. And then we're going to take these factory hoses. Now we're going to line them up, so this is the hose that it's replacing here, this one. And as you'll see, this one here goes from the top to there, and the straight pipe goes from the outside to there. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop these out. To do that on this side, you pull away the blue tab there and pull off. Spin it around so you can see that one. Pull away the blue tab and pull off again. That one might be a little bit tight. So just to show you, you've got that little tab there. You pull that tab around and then it pulls away. Okay? So next you're going to take these little caps out of there. And all you're going to do is you're going to pop that on. And as I mentioned to you, using an OEM clip, that's on lovely. Then you're going to route this under there and clip it on to the top. And that's on nice. You see how it just feeds around that plug. This has had so much attention to detail, it's unbelievable. Really, really happy with the quality of this kit. So again, we're going to take these caps out again, and we're going to run it under there. This time I'm going to start with this side, and if you listen, you'll hear it click as it clicks, and then on there, clicks again. So just check that that's tight, that's tight, that's tight, and that's tight. As you can see, all the hoses look OEM, so it doesn't look like you've got anything untoward fitted, but you've got a lovely, stunning piece of kit there. And all that's left to do now is to pop the engine cover back on and put the coolant bottle away, and we're done. And there you have it, it's all fitted. So the only thing you can see at the front is these 2 black hoses. However, if you come down to the side, you can see the catch can there. Just make sure that everything is tight, but yeah, job done.